Hello, ladies and gentlemen, loyal Imperial citizens and rebel scum alike. Welcome to another Leia Maiden gameplay video. Back with more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes today, where we are, of course, going to be unlocking the new version of Leia that we've got in the game, Boushh, the bounty hunter disguise that she puts on to rescue Han Solo in Return of the Jedi. Not the version of Leia. I've been saying for a long time that we need another version of Leia. This is not the version of Leia that I would have kind of chosen to have added to the game, but you know what, I will take it, especially because it's going to tie in with Jabba and this new Hutt Cartel tag. So it looks like this marquee event's just a standard marquee event, so it's 5 tiers and then a legacy tier on the end, so we're just going to work through them today. If you have already unlocked the Boushh Leia, let me know down below in the comments what you think of her, what you think of the Hutt Cartel tag, and the preparations for Jabba in general. Always love to hear your thoughts and comments. Okay, so for tier 1, looks like we get Boba Fett, Boushh, Chrysanthemum, Greedo, and the new Mob Enforcer. Of course, Mob Enforcer got a rework, so she's looking a little different. Her kit is a little different too. Strategy tips: thermal detonator are Boushh's primary source of damage. Okay, interesting. So let's take a look at the squad here. Okay, so that model is actually looking pretty good. More detail on the face than the body, which seems to be the way they're going right now. And I do actually like the reworked Mob Enforcer look too. Kind of a more photorealistic look there. Pretty good. Let's do this. Let's kick off tier 1 and see how we do. Again, do let me know down below your thoughts and comments on the Mob Enforcer revamp as well. Always love to hear from you. Here we go. All right, I'm pleased to announce that we're bringing to the holotables the bounty hunter Boushh. For a time, Boushh was the disguise donned by Leia Organa in the Rebels' attempt to rescue Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt. The bounty hunter was known for their bargaining tactics and use of thermal detonators, and these aspects were key factors in Leia's deception. Yes, they were indeed. Boushh's basic ability is ambidextrous assault. With this attack, Boushh will inflict damage on her target while at the same time inflicting them with a thermal detonator. Nice. Will she be the only character to drop thermal detonators on her basic? Not 100% sure about that, but there are very few if she's not the only one. So Boushh's thermal detonators will explode on their own after 2 turns of them existing on the target. If the leader of Boushh's squad has the tags Bounty Hunter, Hutt Cartel, or Smuggler, this ability gains additional effects. Okay, nice. So right out the gate, we landed 2 thermal detonators on Iden Versio there. I think I'm going to take the speed down just so we can have a look at this animation, although it didn't look particularly amazing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's a fine animation. Nothing super special about it, but it's not terrible either. So I will take it, and we've now got 4 thermal detonators on Iden Versio. So what I'm going to do is, as I normally do when I work through these unlocks, we're only going to use abilities as they're introduced. So we're going to be sticking with Boushh's basic ability just now, though it seems to be doing a pretty decent amount of damage. Boom, there we go. Bye-bye Iden Versio. Nice. So let's have Greedo throw out some thermal detonators too. Actually, we're going to switch on over, I think, to TIE fighter pilot, see if we can get some damage there. There we go. So throwing around these thermal detonators. Now, I actually kind of like this. I wasn't super impressed with Chrysanthemum, didn't hate him, but wasn't super impressed. Again, wasn't super impressed. I thought that the Skiff Guard Lando event was fun, but wasn't hugely impressed with his character. We've got Contract up there, that's nice. But I'm actually kind of enjoying, it's only tier 1, but I'm enjoying this Boushh Leia so far. Boushh, as I'm going to insist upon calling her. But do let me know down below what you think and what you think of the Hutt Cartel kind of tag in general. It seems as though they're slowly introducing this squad. I know that there's various other bounty hunters, Greedo, Mob Enforcer obviously, and Boba Fett have those tags, but it's only those 3 new characters so far to make up the squad. Boom, there we go. Tier 1 completed. So that is going to be our first Boushh shards in the bag. There we go. Well, that was kind of fun. I actually did enjoy that basic ability there. Let's move straight on to tier 2, no slowing down. So it looks like we get exactly the same squad here. Let's check out the strategy tips. Use inventive at opportune times to deal the most damage. Okay, do not know what that means. I guess they're going to explain it to us. Let's take a look as we move on to tier 2. Boushh is renowned for the use of thermal detonators, and with the ability Inventive, Boushh can prematurely detonate all thermal detonators on all opponents. Then she'll inflict additional thermal detonators on everyone on the opposing side. That is really very cool. I like that a lot. That's a very cool ability. It's a shame we had to kind of do it out of the gate there, but that is very cool. And synergy with Greedo there, obviously not something you see a lot in the game, but Greedo and Mob Enforcer. Synergy with anyone, of course, who throws out thermal detonators, but they've both got the Hutt Cartel tag there as well, so presumably you can really get some high numbers here. A lot of thermal detonators rolling around with the enemy there, and then Boushh can just blow them all up. Boom, or boosh, as I'm sure she says. So let's see if we can, where are we at right now? So looks like we've got 5 on 50 Cent there, Sortie, 7 now. Boom, that was pretty impressive. Boosh, I liked that a lot. Okay, that was pretty good, and it was nice. That's a decent animation too. I like it. I mean, so far, yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this character. She seems kind of cool. Let's see if we can take out T3. Not quite. Boom. But there we go. Not long after. Boushh. Tier 2 in the bag. Another 10 Boushh shards. Perfect. So we're almost at the unlock. Tier 3 is going to do it. So let's move on. So it looks like it's exactly the same setup once again. So there you go. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Strategy tips: Deadly Bluff. Only lasts for a short amount of time, so capitalize on its effects as soon as you can. Okay, so again, presumably they're going to explain that to us in the event. Let's take a look at this here. Okay, Boushh's unique ability, Fearless, makes her immune to fear and will start her off with the buff My Kind of Scum, giving her increased defense and max health. Nice. Additionally, she will put the effect Deadly Bluff on all her opponents, while under this effect, enemies who receive any thermal detonators will be inflicted with an additional one at the end of the turn. If all allies were Hutt Cartel at the start of the battle, Deadly Bluff prevents attack out of turn and lowers the speed of any opponents inflicted with a thermal detonator. Wow, that is very cool. So this makes this team with Boushh an anti-Murder Bears team, right? This is going to murder the Murder Bears. Going to be effective potentially against bugs. Wow, so many uses. Padme, so many uses for this team here. That is very cool. That's a cool ability. The ability to stop attack out of turn and to reduce turn meter gain and inflict speed down, that's always got to be celebrated. Okay, so this Deadly Bluff here, yeah, you can't see how long that's going to last there, but that doesn't matter. We're getting these extra thermal detonators as they land here. But yeah, unclear at the minute to me how long that actually lasts. But what we're going to do is just try and throw out as many as we can before we boosh. Before we activate them all. This was very, very effective. A great way to take down Murder Bears. Boom. Thank you, Boushh. That is tier 3 in the bag. So far, I am really enjoying this character. So we've got the 2-star unlock. I've just got to get those additional shards to get to the 3-star unlock. And that's probably going to be as far as we go today. Oh, so they've switched it up here. So for tier 4, they're taking out Mob Enforcer and we're getting Skiff Guard Lando. I wondered if we were going to get him. There should be obvious synergy there. Skiff Guard Lando will also benefit from Boushh Leia Cloak. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Leia? No idea. Let me know and or laugh at me down in the comments below. So this tier is going to be simmed as if it's in Raid. So that's where this version of Leia's Omicron ability is going to come in. It's going to be a Raid-based Omicron. Interesting. Don't see a lot of those in the game. Not quite as excited as Grand Arena, but I will take it. Boushh wears Boushh Leia Cloak armor, giving her additional bonus stats, and if her entire squad is Hutt Cartel, makes her immune to stun and ability block. Okay, that's pretty cool. So she can't be stunned and she can't have ability block. Nice. I actually really like this kit. I'm actually kind of impressed with it. Who knew? Light side smuggler allies will also gain these bonuses, as well as an increased chance to critically hit. With her Omicron active, she'll gain the following effects in guild raids: reduce the cooldown of Inventive, and whenever Fearless inflicts an additional thermal detonator, If the ally in the leader slot is also Hutt Cartel, all Hutt Cartel allies gain bonus stats that last until the end of the battle. Wow, this is pretty beefy, guys. So as they've simmed it here in the Sith raid, I think this is going to be a Sith raid team. This potentially is going to totally change the way that raid is played. This is going to be a game changer. That is pretty impressive, especially since that's like the one raid other than Challenge Rancor that we can't sim at the moment. This is going to be nice, actually. A real incentive to invest in Boushh. Boushh. There we go. Boom. Cut straight through those Sith Lords. Nice. Okay. I continue to be impressed by this kit. Continue to be excited there. So that is tier 4 down onto tier 5, the final shard giving tier. And this time they're taking out Skiffguard Lando and they're throwing in Aura Singh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Time the use of Inventive to defeat all opponents and fulfill Boushh's contract. Okay, so boom. There we go. I wondered if we were going to get Boushh in the leader slot, and it looked like they saved that till the very end here, so we get to check out Boushh's leader ability. Let's do this. Alright, Boushh's leader ability gives her bounty hunter allies additional max health and max protection, and deadly bluff lowers the tenacity of her opponents. Additionally, the end of any turn when an enemy has both deadly bluff and a thermal detonator, dispel all buffs on them. Wow, completing a contract involves defeating an enemy from the damage of thermal detonator, which will then reward all bounty hunter allies with immunity to stun, and defeated enemies can no longer be revived. Boushh's payout will inflict multiple thermal detonators on all enemies, and all of her additional abilities inflict an additional thermal detonate until the end of the battle. If all allies were Hutt Cartel at the start of the battle, the cooldown of Inventive is immediately refreshed and reduced until the end of the battle. Nice. Wow, it's a pretty good leader ability. Let's see if it plays out here and we can actually activate it in this battle. So I guess what I want to do is try and throw around, I guess that's the plan with Boushh always, is to try and throw around as many thermal detonators as possible. I'm kind of in two minds of who to target first here, but I want to try and take someone out from thermal detonator damage. I don't know if that's going to be easy to do or not, especially with all of these assists that we keep getting. It seems like thermal detonators, you could easily just weaken someone, and then it's actually, not Boushh's attack that takes them out. Boom, so we did a lot of damage there, but we're nowhere near taking anyone out yet. So Sabine is looking a little weak there. Boom. Oh, okay. So that was not thermal detonator damage there. That's going to be the key here, making sure it's actually the thermal detonator that kills them. Guess we just gotta, throw around as many as possible and hope that this pays off here. Okay, so dang, that didn't count either. This is tough. This is harder than I thought it would be. Gotta be honest. But that said, we're cutting through the enemy, so I guess even if we don't manage to get our contract up this time, maybe we can try again on the bonus tier in a second. Maybe we can do it here with Hera. 3 thermal detonators. She's looking pretty weak, so let's try and target Wedge instead. Now, come on, let's detonate these therms. Oh, okay, well, it doesn't look like we got contract up, but it didn't matter because it took everybody out anyway, so you know what? I will take it. That's our final shard hole for Boushh here as we now move on to the bonus tier. So we get Boushh, and we got to fill out the squad ourselves, and we're going to get an Omega and some mods. Let's see what we can do here. Now, my Hutt Cartel squad is not very beefy, but let's see who we've got. If I could spell, that'd be helpful. There we go. So we're going to throw in Boba Fett and Cad Bane, and you know what? May as well throw in Greedo because we like those thermal detonators. I guess let's check Smugglers out. Although I think that's going to be, so we've got kind of both extremes here, people with 0 gear on them, or Relic for Han and Chewie, which I think is going to be overkill. I don't want to do that, and then they're basically going to win this for us. So let's just try some bounty hunters, and you know what? Let's just throw in Jango. Let's just throw in Jango and see how we do here. Maybe we can get Boushh's contract up this time. There we go, against some rebel scum. So let's do this. I guess let's just throw out some detonators here. Let's land some on Chewie 3PO. Ooh, so some blind there. That's gonna sting later. Six thermal detonators on Chewie 3PO. Let's get rid of that from R2. Oh, God, I forgot. I literally just said that he was blinded, and then immediately, wow. I'm just absolutely wasting these moves right here. So, boom, that landed there. Okay, so we got quite a few thermal detonators on the enemy now. Let's do this. Boom. Okay, so no one dead yet, but we are doing a fair amount of damage here. I wondered if this squad was going to be a little bit underpowered, but it doesn't look like it is. Even Greedo is doing a decent amount of damage and surviving here. Oof, so that's a decent amount of damage on Han there. Can we take him out with a thermal detonator is the question. Let's try it. Boom. Ugh, didn't get the contract up. So that doesn't count when it's on the basic there because she shoots as well, and I think that was what took him down. That's a shame. Yeah, let's try and take Chewie out with that thermal detonator. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we actually did get the contract up. Nice. Okay, I just wanted to do it. And we have done it. There we go. We got immunity on Jango there, so this is just a cakewalk now. Boom, and Cara Dune left. Let's take her out. Boom. Boushh. There we go. Well, that is the final tier for us today. Got an Omega and some mods there. The actual final tier, the Legacy tier, you got to get a 5-star Boushh right there, and you're gonna have to spend moolah if you want to do that. And we're not doing it today. This is as far as we go. But why don't we head over to my roster and unlock Boushh Leia Organa? Let's do this. Activate, you betcha. Alright, so the model actually looks okay. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let's activate her first. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Nice. 2-star glory, and then let's add on that additional star right there. Boom. Boushh. Alright, so the model actually, I think, looks pretty good. So as per usual, the body is kind of lacking definition and detail. They seem to spend most of their time on the face, making sure the faces look really good, and I do like that helmet that she's got on there. It does look very cool. Down a fidget. There's no fidget here, and you know that I love me a fidget. Seems like all of these new tunes, they don't have fidgets in them. I'm a little disappointed in that. I think it's fun just to add a fidget in there, but overall, not a bad model, not a bad kit, and I really did have fun using her. Like I said, the Hutt Cartel tag, this whole squad so far has been a little underwhelming. I know that's kind of the general consensus in the community, but I had a lot of fun unlocking this character today. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Well, there you go. Thanks for being a part of this journey with me today. If you did enjoy this video, found it informative or entertaining in any way, please consider giving it a like, thumbs up down below. I really do appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And hey, while you're here, why not consider subscribing to Leia Maiden Gameplay? I drop new gameplay videos for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Marvel Strike Force every single week, and I would love to have you along for the ride. Well, that is all from me today. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, look after each other. And remember, the Force will be with you. Always.